Have you ever just stopped and thought about the invisible forces that are, powering our modern world? The silent, unseen networks that make everything possible. From your morning commute to our biggest green energy goals, well, today we're going to pull back the curtain on a company right at the heart of it all, Apar Industries.
So, let's start this off with a bit of a visual puzzle. All around us, we see these incredible feats of engineering and progress. But what about the really critical, often invisible links that make them all work? Let's take a look at a few.
First up, a huge wind farm, right? It's harnessing clean energy to power our future. It's this powerful symbol of sustainability. But how does that power actually get from those giant blades to us?
Okay, next, a high-speed train, zipping across the country, connecting cities and people faster than ever. It's a marvel of modern transport, for sure. But what's the unseen force that's actually propelling it forward? And finally, we've got the electric vehicle revolution. It's clean, it's efficient, and it's totally changing how we think about getting around. Every single one of these is just a testament to human ingenuity.
So, here's the big question. What is the common thread? What's the invisible force that links all of these massive, world-changing projects together? What makes them all possible?
Well, the answer really lies in the sheer scale of the challenge we're facing. To power a world that is constantly moving forward, we need an infrastructure that can actually keep up. I mean, just look at this. Our demand for electricity is absolutely exploding. From data centers to smart cities to electric cars, the need for reliable and sustainable power is at an all-time high.
And this number, wow, this really puts the scale into perspective. Just take India's National Electricity Plan. It maps out a planned capital expenditure of 9.1 trillion rupees for just the transmission and distribution sector between 2025 and 2032. That is a staggering amount of investment.
So here's the crucial point. It's not just about generating more power. The real challenge is upgrading our entire system to be more intelligent, more resilient, and a whole lot cleaner. And that is exactly where Apar Industries comes into the picture. They're one of the key players engineering the solutions to meet this massive global demand.
Hey, remember that high-speed train from our puzzle at the beginning? Well, get this. Apar supplied over 90% of the specialized cables for India's premier Vande Bharat Express trains. All of a sudden, that invisible force has a name.
Now, what's really wild is just the sheer breadth of their impact. We're not just talking about one thing. We're talking renewables like solar and wind, railways and metros, EVs, 5G infrastructure, automotive, and even defense. APR's solutions are literally fundamental components across almost every critical sector of a modern economy.
Here's a perfect example of their innovation. On the left, you've got your standard conventional power conductors, but on the right, you see Apar's high-temperature, low-sag, or HTLS conductors. These things can transmit double the power of the old ones using the exact same infrastructure, all while reducing the carbon footprint. For a country trying to meet growing energy needs, this is an absolute game-changer for building a smarter, cleaner grid.
And it's not just about the cables and conductors. Apar is also a huge leader in specialty oils. You can think of these oils as the lifeblood for transformers. You know, those big green boxes you see in substations? These oils cool and insulate the transformers, making sure they run efficiently and reliably, so they don't fail and, well, our lights stay on.
But to really understand Apar, we need to look beyond just the products they make. Their whole philosophy is built around a much broader, more holistic idea of what value even means.
They operate on this framework called the 6 capitals, and it's a way of measuring success not just in money, but by their impact on manufacturing, on innovation, the environment, their own people, and society as a whole. It's pretty cool.
So let's look at a few of these capitals. First up, their financial capital is solid. This number here represents their projected earnings for fiscal year 2025, over 1,680 crore rupees. That financial strength is what allows them to invest in all the other crucial areas.
And here's their commitment to natural capital. They have this really ambitious goal to reduce their greenhouse gas emissions intensity by 50% by 2030. That's a huge, clear signal of just how dedicated they are to sustainability. Their social capital is also pretty significant. This number, that's what they spend every year on corporate social responsibility, investing right back into the communities where they operate.
And this isn't just a number on a balance sheet. This is what that investment actually looks like in the real world. Building community infrastructure and setting up skilled development centers that give people the tools for the future.
Finally, you've got human capital. I mean, being certified as a great place to work for 2 years in a row, that really shows a deep commitment to creating a positive and inclusive culture for all of your employees. That matters.
So, when you put it all together, you see a company that isn't just manufacturing parts, they're actively, and I mean literally, wiring the future.
This quote from their CEO of Cable Solutions, Shashi Amin, I think it just says it all. Their mission is to lead the charge in creating an electrical infrastructure that is safe, intelligent, and sustainable, not just in India, but all around the globe.
Which really just leaves us with a final thought. We've uncovered some of the invisible networks that are powering our world today. But as we speed towards an even more connected and electrified future, you have to wonder, what other unseen forces and hidden connections will pop up to power tomorrow?